I am here opening this space to get my head and vibe right, as well as anyone else who comes into this channel. As always, we are here to bear witness to and make testament of miracles, blessings, wonderful things, and gratitude. Yeah, gratitude for everything that we have without focus on the things that we feel we lack, because there is no lack. So first, let's clean this space just a little bit. It feels a little, vibe feels a little wonky in here. I was going to do some smoke cleansing, but this is the first thing that popped into my hand, so we're gonna do a little selenite. On the top, I've got about 25 minutes with you here today. So I do it for myself too. I'm cleansing that crown chakra, because how does all the information get in if you got too much going on with it? And it's like I brush all the things away that I don't want to think about, things that might be holding me back, energies that aren't for my highest good, and the same for you. Here's something I want to talk about, and I don't quite understand it. I'm just going to tell you what I experienced. So when I was out seeing my father in the hospital, and those doctors, those nurses, and the full this is what I heard, the full celestial might of God has been helping my father get through what he needs to get through to get the heart that he needs. So while I was out there, my mother told me, she was like, so I was telling her about things that I wasn't like very happy about, that I was stressed about, and she was like, pray for your enemies. And I'm like, oh yeah, because they won't be your enemy then anymore. So I prayed with like the intention of like giving thanks and gratitude, and then some things for like, thanking like that their heart would become more compassionate, that they would consider other people, that they would listen to God's word on his heart about like anything, Christ consciousness, how to treat others. And I thought that no problem, no problem. So I started doing that. Literally, I came back and this person was even worse. And I was like, okay, praying didn't work. Then a couple days later, I was like, nope, we're going to pray again. We're going to pray again. Got even worse. And that's when I realized people who have entities, energies, demons, whatever you want to call them, on them doing these things like greed, lust, gluttony, all of those kind of like big sins, they don't like it when you start praying for them, because they know it's time for them to get out, and they get mad. They get mad. And so things got worse. But I think maybe now things are better. But if not, I'll just keep praying, because nothing can withstand. So, and I mean, I'm just doing my part. If that's the path they're supposed to walk, then I'm not getting in the way of that, right? I refuse to save others from learning their lessons anymore. And you should too, because we're not doing what we're supposed to do when we're helping others. Just like we're not supposed to give our knowledge, our gifts, our wisdom to those who would use it poorly or not even receive it, because then we're not giving that wisdom, insights, and blessings to those who are ready to receive and upgrade the vibrational energy here. Just talk it out with them. That's true, and I am taking action myself. So here's the thing with my experience with this person. That would work if their perception of reality was closer to others' perception of reality. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just see all the hurt that they're causing in the world around them. and it makes me feel sad. And also, I know that one of the things that I'm trying to do is to kind of like soften the effect it has on other people in this environment with me as well. And I realize I'm not the one who's supposed to fix that either. Like, I didn't cause this problem. This person doing these things caused that problem. If I try to fix it, then I'm trying to fix something that's not mine to fix. So, hi Raz, how are you? I got about 20 more minutes here. But I just thought I would bring that in. So, please be aware when you're praying for others, for their like Christ consciousness or their, dedication to God, the universe, other people around them, if they really have something on them, be prepared for things to get significantly worse before they get better. And maybe even not ever getting better. And making sure to take that time to cut on out of there. 100%. 100%. So, I cleanse this space with selenite. We are doing great. We should also bring in all of that we have the power to call that is here to help us. 11 people in here, 1 life, 111. I love that for today. I am in a garage, which is why you hear the car driving. I'm like, I got into the office a little early. And yes, so always, Archangel Michael, thank you for your guidance and protection as we walk along our path and purpose, and thank you for your sword of truth, showing us what is the right way to go. Oh, okay, I'm going to say that too. Lately, every once in a while, Kali Ma's been like, I don't know how to explain it, like shows up in my mind, see her face, shows up in my YouTube feed, but then goes away. And I really feel like, yeah, this is kind of like that purge energy, right? Where it's like, it's this feeling of like someone putting their foot down and saying, this is enough, and like wiping it all away, like flipping tables, right? Like, this is what it feels like. So they're here today to try not to, lean too much into that energy, and I'm saying that for myself too, because I do like to be a person that burns things to the ground. Burns bridges and which is, not good, but I do understand, like, I'm the karma bringer. People that I run into, either their life gets better or their life gets worse based on kind of how they are as a person, why I was brought into their life, all those kind of things. Respond to what? The only, you're the only one. The only Emmett. I didn't see you say anything else. But there you go. There's a response. Your name is funny and cute. I like it. Wait, you didn't know that? That wasn't on purpose. That makes it even funnier. I appreciate that. So yeah. Kali Ma's here. Let her burn out the things in your life that are not supposed to be there. The end. I've started looking into, see, to me, it's like, I feel like everyone who's come before that the religious texts are written about is kind of like teaching you how to tap into like your godhood, right? Like the spark of life. Like in different religions, it's different things, right? So I know for Christianity, it would be like the Holy Spirit, the peace of God that you carry inside of you, that part that is alive, that you share with every other living thing on the planet. And when we get in touch with that and understand our responsibility to ourselves and others, the world gets to be a much better place. A lot of it is being mindful with your thoughts. Like, I was struggling with that this morning. I was like angry and rushing, and I realized it was because I was traveling to a meeting I don't really want to have. And I was trying to rush it along. I was like, no, 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 no. You can't rush this stuff that puts you in this feeling of like anticipation and frustration, and that's just generally not a good vibe to have for any reason. So yeah, oh shit, somebody else coming. All right, this is another thing. You've been one more thing I want to say. Place where I work advising them is giving the 4th of July off and not Juneteenth as well. And I feel like that smells like racism. You guys might not be in the US, but Juneteenth is the day that the final enslaved people in Texas were told that they were free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation from Lincoln and the government saying you guys are no longer enslaved, you're free people, you can do whatever you want. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps. So to not honor and celebrate that history of our country and a moment to consider the experiences they've had, we just say, oh, we're not going to celebrate that holiday. A lot of people don't want to look at the full picture, and that's fair, right? We want to keep our focus and energy on things that are positive, things that we want to make happen, things that are for our benefit and for the benefit of those around us. At the same time, if you do not know the history, you are bound to repeat it, as we can see now. Like, it's wild. So a couple of things that were amazing I saw yesterday. First, it was the Knicks, the basketball team, won the championship for the first time in 50 years. They're the New York City basketball team. They had the biggest parade they've ever had. It was very vibrant, and at the same time, people are here for the World Cup as well. And just seeing the mix of cultures and expressions and food, even beyond what New York City already had, it's amazing to see the impact it's going to have on New York City culture, like, for the rest of time, right? Like, that's what really shaped New York City at the beginning too, was immigration, people bringing their lives, their knowledge, their culture to with them to some space where they were going to try to, improve, explore. Things are so easy now. Things are so easy now. And as much as they try, people don't ever want to go from a place of ease. Like, I have a job, I have things that I need, I have family and people who love me, I have, they don't want to go. Nobody wants to go from that place to, like, I need to move someplace new, I need to go learn a new language, I have to totally change my job. Nobody wants that. So when that kind of happened in the past, it was them laying down the foundation for us to have easier lives, and we should honor and take advantage of that, right? Right? I'm probably going to say something else that might get me in trouble. That's okay. Unions in the US were the only way that we got a 5-day work week of 8 hours, which is also why schools are kind of built that way, because they're training kids to be in that rhythm of life. And that and government is the only thing that reigns in corporations, and most of the time the I guess the ticket or the price of what they do is so little, it's considered the price of doing business. Like, just having a toxic work environment, someone goes the legal route about that stuff, and yeah, it's just, nobody wants that, nobody likes that. I'm glad we built upon the ease here in this time. And that's something else I gotta share. I am so lucky and grateful to be alive at this time, because you gotta go by the only, it was fun listening. I liked your comment. That was freaking hilarious. It was even better that it was unintentional. Take that with you everywhere. Make other people happy too. Um, I really feel like, and I know this isn't true for many people currently, or they don't believe it's true for them, that this is, at least here in my life where I am in this 5D space, the like, it feels like the best time ever. And it's for such a selfish reason too, which is like, oh girl, what are you doing? But about 3 or 4 years ago I had to go gluten-free, and yesterday I ate gluten-free pizza. I haven't been able to do that in like 5 years. They didn't really have it, so now there's so much more like gluten-free stuff, so I'm talking about that too, which is, you know, it's just for me. Like, who really said that? I don't know. I'm just telling you all. I just like to talk. I very much process things verbally. And so for many people, I'm too much. And so I try to spread around the amount of like input into others. I have a very big cup of information to share. And some people have smaller cups. And so that's when they tell me I'm too much. And that's when I think, oh, that's right, you're not enough. You don't have enough capacity to hold this exuberance. And so I make sure, I come in here, I talk to people. People can go in there full, they come in, it's great. You've never seen it before? What have you never seen before? It's starting to get a little warm. I got about 10 minutes left. Tell me what you've never seen before. And what else? Yeah, this space is really like, please guys, I always keep my lives after the fact. If you ever want some high vibrational energy, some realization that 5D space is here right now, what we're doing, and why that is so is because regardless of where we are in the world, Japan, exactly what I'm saying. You're all the way across the world. We're in completely different time zones. You're in a completely different day than I am at, and yet here we are sharing information and energy in this space that is non-physical inside this phone. Boom, guys. People will tell you that it's not real, but guess what? Your perception, your experience, your eyes, your heart, how you interact with the world, that's, you can do whatever you want with that. Oh, a Japan song, like a Japanese song? I don't know. And usually we call in a lot more energies here, but seriously, she put her foot down. She's coming through today. That's the other thing that's very fascinating to me. I've had experiences with like energies and entities that are talked about in the Torah, that are talked about in the Bible, that are talked about in I still don't know how to say it, but the initial book of Hinduism, like how that came about. And I'm mentioning this because Kali Ma from Hinduism is the one that's been like, she's got that fiery energy of like, this shit ain't right, I'm burning it to the ground. And I really feel that. I really feel that very often. And I'm working on this, and it's still a work in progress. And I can't believe I'm so old and I'm still not getting this, of like, ability to hold the dichotomy and not have black and white thinking. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. The yin yang symbol, it is the truth, right? There's people who are more light, but they still have a little bit of dark, and there's people who are more dark and still have a little bit of light. So not everyone is purely good or purely evil. We're humans making decisions, maybe imperfect decisions, or not, I want to say, imperfect decisions, or decisions that aren't in everyone's best interest. Anita, I'm so happy to see you. Yes, let me see. I got some cards in here, I think. Girl, I got you. We can clean the space again because people have been giving like in and outs here. Got 5 minutes. What is coming towards me in love? You are single. You ask about this a lot, hun. What's going on? Like, has there been any changes? Is there like progress? What is it you're really trying to get in this situation? Like, what will make you feel happy? And what kind of person is that? What qualities do they have? What do they look like? Where do they work? What do you guys do together? Right? Start dreaming it, girl. Start dreaming it. Maybe that's why Kali Ma's here too, to say, girl, you ain't need nobody but yourself. And when you are in love with yourself, you can be in love with others. Okay, what does Anita need to know? Love. All right. I feel like it's 3 cards, but it's going to need probably a clarifier or 2. We got Ace of Wands. Girl. Ace of Cups. Girl. Girl. Okay. Oh, here was the bottom of the deck I just turned over. Judgment is kind of what, yeah, you're being called. That's the whole feeling, like you're rising up out of wherever you want to be to where you want to be. So this is, I would say, guided action or inspired action from the divine. Like, oh my God, I should go to the supermarket right now. Oh, I've never been to this store. Like, it's going to be something that you do that you haven't usually done. And this is all about, right, emotion and your cup running over with emotion from the divine. Like, it feels like you are so happy with the divine. Like, it feels like divine timing, divine purpose, exactly what you were looking for. And it's coming fast. It's coming fast. Start thinking about what you guys want to do together. The relationship you want to have. It's coming. It's coming. Things, I won't say that. It's not coming. It is already here. Just align yourself and your eyes to see it, right? If you say it's always coming, you're not talking about it being here now, which is like what's necessary. Start talking about all the things that you love about them and appreciate and things like that, and then see. Yes, Anita, yes. 100%. All right, guys. I gotta roll up and out of here, do some, I don't know, non-fun magical stuff, trying to make the world a better place. I love you so much. You know, I'm always trying to be here as often as I can, and I know it's good for me and good for you all, and so I always try. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.